Hello everybody. I wanted to share my grief journey with some of you in hopes that it might help others that have gone through similar experiences. I know we all react differently to situations, especially to grief, and I know that we all have different spiritual beliefs, but I can only share with you what was my experience, and I do pray that it helps at least one person today, because I know what grief is. I lost 2 husbands to cancer within 10 years. I mean, the devil's really mean, right? But, excuse me, it made me a really strong woman. And look, I'm still standing. And so if you're going through something like that, I can tell you, you're going to stand too. You're going to recover. You're going to get better. It might not seem like it right at this moment, because I know how devastating it can be to lose a loved one, especially a spouse. I can't imagine losing a child. I don't even know what that must be like, but I know what it's like to lose a husband. As I said, I lost 2 of them within 10 years to cancer. So my first one, Johnny, I called him Johnny Angel because he was truly an angel walking the earth. He was so precious, and I was so blessed to have him. And we were married 10 years when he died from leukemia, but I remember when he was in ICU, I went back to the hotel and I laid down on the floor in the shape of a cross, and I asked my Heavenly Father to somehow take all the grief that I was experiencing and turn it into something wonderful and something good. And it was the strangest thing, because I had this devastating grief inside of me, gnawing at my gut, but at the same time, this excitement began to stir way deep down in my spirit. And he answered that prayer. That's exactly what he did. He changed me from the inside out. And when he says, I am with the brokenhearted, he truly is, because his presence was tangible in my house. It would sometimes just bring me to my knees, and he was always there to lift me up. And I remember that verse that Jesus said on the Sermon on the Mount, blessed are those that mourn, for they shall be comforted. And so when the grief would hit me, I would say, Jesus, come and get me out of this pit of grief, because I can't glorify you when I'm in a pit. And it would be instant. The grief would just instantly leave me. And I might have said that 200 times or more, I don't know, but within 2 years the grief was totally gone. And the Father was so good to me and just nurtured me and healed me all the way through that. Well, 5 years later, I met another man and we got married. And 2 days short of our first wedding anniversary, he was diagnosed with cholangiocarcinoma. He had 20 tumors on his liver, and it metastasized to his bones, and he died 19 months later. But the Father's so good, because he gave me this precious little animal, Cody. He was a Christmas present from my late husband, the second one that passed away in 2019, and he gave it